Okay, so what's new in the SpxEngine? Well, quite a bit. I've added a few new items. The most interesting one is I can now open a scene file. I've managed to work out how to create JSON files that allow me to open a scene, save a scene, which saves a lot of time in testing. I need to add a progress bar here so that it shows that it's doing something instead of just the blank screen we've got. I've implemented lighting, so we now have to have lighting, especially if I click it right. We can add lighting, so we can add an ambient light. We can set the ambient light's color. Let's give it a nice bluey tinge. Then we can increase its brightness like that. Let's just go back a little bit. We can also do things now like set a rotation on objects, so objects can be rotated. Useful for, you know, collectible coins or something like that in a game. I've got to make some changes to the lighting because the lighting doesn't affect the OBJ and the GLTF files as well as it does the mesh file, so I've got to make some changes to the shader for these to work and show better. I mean, they don't look too bad, but they're not showing quite right. We can also add a spotlight, which is that I can't interact with this yet in here in the lighting tab. I can't change its color or its brightness or anything. I can reposition it and stuff like that. Well, I can if I select the right if I select the right object, I can anyhow. Let's try that again by selecting the actual light, and we'll move it over one. As you can see, it's interacting with the things, but for some reason the objects aren't quite, they're not quite working how I want them to, and this has also got a very harsh line around it, so I've got a lot of work to do on that. We can save this scene now, so we have got the save option, and that saves this to a really simple format, so it's really simple to read it. You can open the JSON file and have a look and see exactly. I mean, you could edit it if you wanted to, as long as you don't forget the commas. The commas are a bit of a nightmare. So I've got that working. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be, actually. I mean, that was you know, the layout of that is really quite simple. Let's make a little bit more space there. You can see we do the escape sequence there, so as it knows where it's breaking out of a line. Then it simply is, you're writing it into, you literally just write it into the text file, and it's, as long as you don't forget any of these commas or get the commas in the wrong place, it works perfectly well. Apparently there's a better way of doing this, but this is the way I've decided to go with it at the moment. So there we go. All the code's up on GitHub if anybody wants to have a look and see how I'm working on score. We will shortly be able to, well, actually we can technically, we can do it now. We could set that to score, and then technically if we run into that, if I press the right key, there we go, we've scored 9 points from that. So I'm just starting to work on some of this stuff. It's there's lots of little bits that I want to improve on, but that's where I am at the moment. Anyhow, thanks for watching if you did.